choice, but either you eat or you ate. So I was bringing the noise, playing with toys, out all night with the boys, staying ready for that drama though. I got my technique sweet, my tech heat seat, my moves hard to follow though. My crews got crews, my dudes making all of those.
Hello all, it's Jmix here, and recently I had a chance to talk to legendary DJ Ron G. Ron G is one of Harlem's mixtape pioneers. He's best known for his innovative hip-hop and R&B blend tapes that gave birth to what we now know as the mixtape. He's worked with the likes of Tupac, the Notorious B.I.G., KRS-One, and so many others. For those of you out there who are interested in being on one of Ron G's mixtapes, or are interested in booking the legendary DJ Ron G, you can hit him up at 347-768-5540, or you can shoot him an email at djrong84@gmail.com. Without any further ado, here's my exclusive interview with DJ Ron G.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
Now, working with Pac after Biggie had to have been a different type of situation. Pac was already at this point famous. There's Juice, Brenda's Got a Baby.
Yeah, he was big.
He touched that track for nothing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't charge you anything.
Anything. He said he loved me and he loved my energy. It was a spiritual connection that we had, and he did it for nothing.
Now, when Pac comes to the crib, did you already have the beat in mind? Can you tell us about your creative process producing that song? Did you work on it prior?
No. I worked on the track right in front of him. And my creative process of the track was, at that time, Tupac was going through a lot of trouble. I was looking at the news all the time. I was seeing that he was starting to get in trouble a lot, and I was like, wow, this is, the spiritual connection that me and him had was incredible. And I said, wow. And I said, if he's getting in trouble a lot, and he's a great artist, I gotta make a track that's gonna touch people's hearts and soul, and they're gonna remember for the rest of God knows how long. So what I did was I did a track, and I had put an ambulance running through it, and I put sirens running through it. And in the beginning, I was like, yo, you got that? You got that? You got that? And I was trying to say that I'm handing Tupac my music. And he's asking me, do I got that? And I was whispering that through the song, like, you got that? You got that? And when I put the track together, I had the vision of him pouring like his heart out, and didn't know he was going to pour his heart out. And the track that I did influenced him to say the words that he said in that track. Because the track was emotional. It wasn't like a party song. It wasn't like a record where you talk about guns and violence. It was a song that he just felt the vibe and spoke from his heart.
Now, those lyrics are pretty controversial because everyone knows he was shot shortly after that recording session.
Yeah.
Do you feel that the lyrics were just coincidental, or did Pac appear to have something on his mind?
I think it was his mind state. I think he knew, I know from watching his career that he was fascinated with death. For some reason. I couldn't understand it, but I do know that he was fascinated. That's why I did the track like that. Because I knew, it was some kind of spiritual connection that we had that I couldn't explain. But I do know that he had some kind of troubles in his mind. And when he said that verse about, tell me if you feel me, I think niggas is trying to kill me, picturing pistols. Picturing pistols mean picturing guns. Where he's saying basically people trying to kill him, and he feels like people trying to shoot him with hollow tips till they drill him. And that's like powerful words. And when he said that, I was like, after he said that, I was just like, yo, I don't believe he kind of like foreseen stuff. It was almost like he knew these things was going to happen before they happened. I was just the lucky one to have the verse said on my mixtape in my home before it actually happened to him. So I took that as an incredible blessing that he was at that time feeling that emotion and poured it out on my music.
There's been a lot of rumors that he was being rushed to get out of there, that he was getting pages left and right. Is that true?
I do know that he was getting calls and pages. I do know that. I don't know who were the people calling him at that time because we didn't, as artists and producers, we don't sit down and like really mentally get into that type of situation when we focus on our music. But I do know he was getting calls and pages at that time. But he didn't start really getting them calls and pages until like when he was almost done with the song. So it wasn't like he had that pressure on his mind, but he might have already had got them calls before he went to my studio. So that kind of could have influenced him to say the verses that he was saying. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really know what was going on, but I did know that when we was almost done, he did get a few calls and texts.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up.